So we are still continuing under my graphs edu, and now we want to do finding area under a curve. So finding an area under a curve, so it's only 3 steps that are involved, right? So chekutanga, the first step is we find the area represented by each small box. That is to say, we look at this box, right? So we want to find the area represented by each small boxes. So to find that area, we first of all find the area for the whole box. Then after finding the area for the whole box, then we divide by what? By 100, because there are 100 squares, or there are 100 boxes that are within this. So to find the smallest box, it's we find the bigger box, and then after finding the bigger box, divided by 100, and then we find the area for each small box. That's how you go about it. And second of all, we count the number of small boxes under the wanted area. So if we are going to calculate that, we would then have to say probably maybe you might have been given a curve and you are given this as the area that you want to calculate. Let's say this. So if this is the area that you want to calculate, we are going to say under that area we're going to calculate the number of boxes that are there. So here we have 100 boxes, then we have 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 7 8 9, then we have half 10, half, so they're just going to be equal to 10. So in total, for the whole of this, we're going to have 100 as well as what? 10, and then they bring us a total of what? Of 110 boxes. So that's finding the area under what? That's finding, the number of boxes that are under the curve. And then after this, you then have to go to step number 3, and step number 3 is that that's the final step. The area yako will be equal to the number of small boxes ako awawana kuti mangani multiplied by the area that is represented by each box. So we want to do an example that would give us more clarity. So the example says find the area under the curve from x is equals to 10 to x is equal to 20. So we would want to find that area. So we have our graph here, and then we are asked to find from x is equal to 10 up until we reach x is equal to 20. So in other words, this is the area that we want to find. So first of all, we would have to look at finding the area of the smaller. So we have our solution. So in our solution, the first part is we want to find the area of the smaller box. So to find the area of the smaller box, we are going to firstly find the area of the bigger box. In finding the area of the bigger box, we find that we have 0 to 5 and we have 2 here. So in other words, we have a box like this, and then we have 2, and we have 0 to 5, and we have 5. So our box is 2 and 5. So having done this, The area of a smaller box will be equal to this bigger box here, bigger box all over 100, which is equal to, that area is 2 by 5 all over 100. So this then gives us 10 all over 100, and then we find 0.1 square units. So that's the area. And then we go to the second part. The second part, we want to count the number of small boxes. So it is going to be equal to, so we then go to our diagram. We want the number of smaller boxes. So here where we can divide it, and then we can find that here we have 100, we have 100, and then after that we then count the other ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, then 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Then we now have to count the smaller ones. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So we can safely say that these ones are 51. So to find then the number of the smaller boxes, we are going to add all of them. So the number of the smaller boxes, that was 100 plus 100 and plus 51. So we therefore find that we have 251 small boxes. Then after we find the number of boxes, then the third part is that Takuchiti is also our area is going to be equal to number of small boxes multiplied by represented what area. So we then get the number of boxes are 251 multiplied by the area represented by one small box, and that area was 0.1. So it would be equal to, so we then have to say 251 multiplied by 0.1, and then we get 25.1 square units. So that will be the area. This will be the area under the graph. So that's how we find the area under the graph. First of all, we have to find out that what is represented by each smaller box. Then we say the bigger box divided by 100. That's then after the bigger box divided by 100, we then count the number of squares. On counting the number of squares, you counter the ones are full. Then after the ones that are full, we consider more than half to be the same as full, and then then we add up. Then after we have done that, we wrap it up, or then to find that the area of what the under the graph.